At 57, Robert couldn't walk from his car to the grocery store without stopping to rest. His legs had gotten so weak that his doctor quietly mentioned a walker. That was 9 months ago. Today, Robert climbs stairs without holding the rail. Here's what nobody told him, and what nobody is telling you: the decline in leg strength after 50 is not inevitable. In fact, you can regain up to 80% of your lost leg power in 3 weeks without a single squat, without a gym membership, and without risking your knees. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how. Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, this is the place where we break down science-backed fitness for people over 50 who want to stay strong, mobile, and independent for decades to come. Today, we're diving deep into something that affects nearly every single person watching this: leg muscle loss. By the time most of us hit our mid-50s, we've already lost anywhere from 10 to 15% of our leg muscle mass, and that number keeps climbing every year if you do nothing about it. But here's the good news: muscle memory is real, and it works fast. The program I'm sharing today targets the exact muscle groups responsible for balance, walking power, and knee stability, and it does it in a way that's safe for aging joints. Let's get into it. First, why no squats? Look, squats are not inherently bad, but for someone over 50 who hasn't been training consistently, a squat places enormous compression on the knee joint. If your quads are already weak, the knee tracks incorrectly, the cartilage takes the hit, and within days, you're in pain and back on the couch. That's not recovery, that's just a different kind of breakdown. What the research tells us, and we're talking studies out of Harvard, the Journal of Gerontology, and the National Institute on Aging, is that isometric and hinge-based movements rebuild leg strength faster in older adults with significantly less joint stress than squatting patterns. Translation: you're going to work smarter, not harder. Here's the structure. 3 weeks, 3 phases. Each one builds on the last. Week 1, reactivation. Your goal this week isn't strength. It's waking up muscles that have essentially been asleep. Think of it like rebooting a computer. The exercises are low-load, high-frequency. You'll perform them every single day, but they're short, 15 minutes max. The key movements in week 1 are: seated leg presses against a wall, standing wall sits held for 20 seconds, and resistance band leg extensions while seated. That's it. Simple, consistent, effective. Week 2, load introduction. Now we add gentle resistance. If you don't have resistance bands, a couple of water-filled bottles work fine. The goal here is to introduce load through the full range of motion your hip and knee can handle comfortably without chasing pain. We add step-ups onto a low surface, standing hip hinges, and slow heel raises. Week 3, progressive challenge. This is where the transformation happens. Your nervous system has now relearned how to recruit the muscle fibers. Now we make them work harder. We extend time under tension, add single leg holds, and introduce a modified Romanian deadlift. It's one of the most powerful posterior chain movements for older adults and the closest thing to a magic exercise for the over 50 body. Let me give you the short version of the science, because this part is important. After 50, you start losing fast-twitch muscle fibers at an accelerated rate. These are your power fibers, the ones responsible for explosive movement, balance recovery, and strong strides. But here's the thing: slow, controlled resistance training with tempo manipulation directly targets these fibers and slows their decline. When you do a heel raise and take 4 full seconds to lower your heel back down, you're creating what's called eccentric tension. And that's one of the most potent stimuli for muscle fiber regeneration available to us without surgery or medication. This is why the 80% figure isn't an exaggeration. Studies show that adults who begin a structured resistance program after a period of deconditioning recover strength faster than young adults do. Your muscle memory from younger years is stored, dormant, and the right training unlocks it. The window is open. You just need to step through it. Remember Robert? He started with week 1. Just wall sits and resistance bands while watching TV. By day 10, he noticed he was standing up from his kitchen chair without pushing off with his hands. By the end of week 3, he was doing step-ups in his driveway. He didn't need a gym. He didn't need a trainer. He needed a plan designed for his age and his body and the patience to trust the process. A few critical mistakes that will slow down your progress or stop it entirely. Mistake 1. Training through joint pain. Muscle burn is fine. Joint pain is a stop sign. If your knee is grinding, your hip is clicking with pain, or your lower back is screaming, stop. Adjust the movement. Reduce the range of motion. Mistake 2. Skipping days in week 1. Consistency in the first 7 days is everything. This is where the neural pathways are being re-established. Missing days in week 1 is like deleting your progress file. Mistake 3. Underestimating protein. Muscle doesn't grow without raw material. If you're not getting at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, the exercise stimulus will go to waste. This is one of the most overlooked pieces in recovery for people over 50. If you're finding this valuable, hit that like button right now. It tells the algorithm that this kind of real, science-backed content is what people actually need, and it helps us reach more people over 50 who need to hear this. Also, if you want the full printable 3-week exercise chart, the link is in the description below. Completely free. 3 weeks is the starting line, not the finish line. Once you've completed this protocol, you'll have established the foundation. From there, you can progressively add more resistance, move into body weight split squats. Incorporate balance work, and each level will feel dramatically more accessible because your foundation is solid. The goal isn't just stronger legs. The goal is independence at 70, at 80. At 90, every fall you prevent, every flight of stairs you climb confidently, every grandchild you chase around the backyard. That's what this training is actually building toward. Leg strength is longevity currency, and you can start earning it today. So let's recap what we covered today. Leg strength loss after 50 is common, but it is reversible. Squats are not the right starting point for most people coming back from weakness. A 3-phase progressive approach targeting isometric holds, hinge patterns, and eccentric loading is backed by research and safe for aging joints. Muscle memory accelerates recovery in older adults, and consistency in week 1 is non-negotiable. If you want to go deeper, I have a full video on the best protein sources for muscle building after 50 linked on the screen right now that pairs perfectly with everything we talked about today. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this is the moment. We put out practical, evidence-based content for people who want to age powerfully, not passively. I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong.